Hello, my friends. Megabyte here. We're back again for the
Any
American
incidents that
Muscle
happen that
Series.
are not,
We
to the-
are at Summit Point, and it is a tight, twisty little track for these big old heavy Mustangs. Looks like we got 32 drivers currently qualified for the race. And as it stands right now, I put in the fastest one. So we'll be starting on pole. Let's hope we can get a clean start. Get away with this one. It's tough to pass here, especially if you concentrate on your exits out of that final corner. So let's grid up and see how it goes. All right, the lights are up. It's time to go racing here for the American Muscle Series.
Green flag, green flag.
Looks like Schnackle did not get a good start. Nobody on my left. Oh, right on, man. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, it's a little slick out here. All right, good start. See if we can hold on to it.
Sorry, John. Neil Kemp's hanging right there. Mike, you good?
You've got the fastest lap. P6. Just set the fastest lap. 19.788.
Woo! It's gonna be a tough fastest lap to beat.
You've got the fastest lap.
Oh, we did though. See if it sticks this time. Neil's not backing off though, is he? Be nice if somebody would come up to challenge him a little bit. Oh, looks like Fabian's made his way up to third.
The car in P2. Just set the fastest lap. 19.68.
Nice lap. Whoops. Missed that one a little bit. That's a pretty good lap.
Well, look out, Levi's middle track, middle track. Scott, just as an FYI, you do disappear just a fraction. Sorry, say again? You do disappear on track just a little bit occasionally, like internet connection. Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Oh, that was beautiful, turn one.
We're in a podium position.
Whew.
New fast flat for you.
New fastest lap, but not the fastest lap. Well, it's me and Neil up here pretty much on our own.
David, I appreciate you dying instead of taking me out.
Yep.
You will not be forgotten.
Neil's keeping the pressure on here, though.
There you go, this time by.
That's not true. Six minutes left. That's what's really going on. That was another quick lap. Kind of got it back together on that one. That's the biggest gap we've had all race, 0.8.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
No, sir, Freddie.
Thank you. I'm putting out in for Ace Tech save of the race.
Hey, there's only one sponsor at Regal out here.
All right, pull the gap finally.
One more good lap.
Okay, white flag, here we go. Last lap.
Sorry, Tom.
All right. One last corner to negotiate, and we got the first sprint race in the bag here tonight.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel. You won. Why did the other
One down, one to go.
up?
Okay, you're
Back to the start of the first sprint race here. Schnackle gets off the line with his wheel turned to the right, and that throws him off pretty badly. We have to watch out for him in the next
Good
race.
job, Taylor.
Neil Kemp's going to be starting. Hey, thanks. Neil's going to be starting beside us in the next race, and Fabian's Wire directly behind us. So, new challengers for the next one. Pretty uneventful race overall for me out front. Neil
God,
kept
I
me
would say
honest.
it's a racing incident, maybe.
But there
more on
wasn't
me.
a huge
He's
amount
just out
of
here, I
mayhem.
just
Oh
didn't
boy,
have-
there's a
it's
big
all
hit
good.
from Mike Nickum
All
into
right,
the
fair enough,
back
appreciate it.
of Michael Brennan. A couple of mics on mic action there. And then it looks like John Casey and somebody else are mixing it up here. I think that might be Charlie Hosey. Matthew Guazenda gets out wide. Comes back in and runs right into Levi Powell. And then Levi comes spinning. I believe that's Levi. Yep. Comes back on the track. I saw him disconnect. Something happened to him even later. Oh, yeah, looks like he gets a little loose again. Comes flying across the middle of the track. Oh, wow. Just barely avoids a major incident there. Colin Olson trying to get the move done. Who is this car? That is Merle Eschman. Great action here at the front, drifting off the final corner. And David Fernandez goes for a ride into no man's land. Loses a tire in the process. He's still out there in the trees. Looks like David Finch collected a cone over here. And Tom went. This must be after the race. That about wraps it up for this one. Get ready for round 2. All right, the lights are up. We're ready for the second sprint race.
Green, green, green.
Dang it. Went too aggressive on my start.
Left side.
Okay, let's keep a head on a swivel here.
Clear on the left. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
We'll have to make some overtakes in this one. Give myself a little bit of room, see if I can get a run through this final corner.
Right side. Stay on the left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
One down. Not getting a good enough turn in there right now. Little off track right there. First one of the night.
You're in fifth.
Closed up there. Not getting the best run through the final corner right now. It's hard to see the marks being behind people. I didn't practice that enough.
You've got the fastest lap. Clear.
Are you kidding me? If I hit David Moore again and get him out of this race, like, I'm going to be so ticked off. Like, I don't understand why you slowed down so much for that corner.
We got damage on the front end. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
All right, well, if we settle for 5th in this one, I'll be okay, I guess. But we got 15 minutes left. Let's see what we can do. Looks like they're going to battle up front. That's going to bottle everything up.
There's an incident ahead.
All right, we're caught back up to the pack.
You've got the fastest lap. The car in P6 just set the fastest lap. 19.738.
Yeah. Oh, Neil's out front again now? Okay. Ah, we're not getting a good enough run through the final corner.
Leader is running 19.854.
Yeah, that's it. Battle up there.
Things are looking good. Right side. Clear on the right.
David, I didn't mean that.
Whew, rear tires are trying to let go on me out of the final corner every time.
Just scared me.
You're in
Scared me
fourth
too.
position. Now on your left. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Still there, hold your line.
Come on, Fabian, give it up.
Clear.
Rare missed shift out of Fabian there. It's not the kind of mistakes he usually makes. All right, we got Schnack and Kemp up in front.
You're now in third.
Dang it. Schnack's out wide.
Car's the leader. Left side. Clear. Car right. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear.
Oof.
Great job. Game to go. Right side. Clear. Car right. Clear. Car right. Clear. Left side.
No, 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 no,
Car on
Neil.
your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left.
Sorry if I pushed you off there, dude.
Well, that's going to be a penalty. Even though I feel like, oh man, I guess I shouldn't have gone for it there, but. I don't know what else I was supposed to do. I had to try to make a move. He tried to move over to block me after I was already making the move. Fell back to 8th. Gonna be investigated after the race. I mean, Schnackle's gonna run away with this one.
The leader did a 20.366.
See if we can make up a
About
couple
5 laps of fuel left.
more positions here. Come on, Draft, do your thing. I think my car's got some damage. It's costing me. Track cooled off even more, but I think I got these tires pretty hot right now.
White flag.
Last lap. Man, that really stinks that we gave up. Could have just stayed in P3. Been happy with it. Oh, we got a move happening here.
Right side. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Well, one more position made up. Oh, that was pretty ugly. Well, we made it much harder for ourselves on that one, that's for sure. All right, well, we celebrate our not so successful race here with a nice wreck over the jumps. Let's see if we can get another angle on it here.
Nice one, Jay. Good job, guys. Good race, good race.
We'll have to go look at the incident between us and Neil Kemp. It's like we jumped over the other jump. That's funny. We'll be back in just a second here after we get things sorted out. All right, we're going to take a quick look at this incident between Neil Kemp and I that basically took us out of contention for the win. Neil was really struggling at this point in the race. Seemed like his rear tires were pretty well cooked, so we're catching him throughout the first part of this lap here.
You too, Matt.
And then, sorry, I got the voice chat on back here in the background, so we'll skip ahead to the incident here real
Did a
quick.
good job of focusing on my driving, and
We had it looks like Neil actually got a little bit loose here, and I didn't realize he was getting loose. I just was catching him and thought, you know what, here's as good a place as any to make a move. I started to make the move. He was trying to save the car. We made contact. It's kind of a racing incident, but we'll see what the stewards have to say about this one. I think it's a few laps here. Unable to make anything happen here for a while. I think this is the lap where it finally, yeah, this is where it finally breaks off. Where is that move? All right, I think we're recording this time. Maybe I recorded it twice now. We'll see. Anyway, this is lap 8 now, and the front pack is bunching up a lot. Dave Moore goes for a move on the inside of Fabian's wire, and we are trying to pick which horse to follow into this next one. Think about making an aggressive move down the inside, but thought better of it, so I didn't want to make contact with Dave Moore again. He ends up getting compromised. We're able to get the run on him, get to his outside here through this little kink, and I believe he just kind of coughs this one up, being cautious, and ends up with Andrew Bailing making a really aggressive move to his inside as well. Dave Moore seemed to be really struggling into that corner. He was a little bit slow a few times, and it really checked people up behind him. But I think he was just trying to be cautious there, and it almost got him in more trouble. So then we get around Fabian here in a little bit. It seems like a rare mistake, maybe a missed shift out of Fabian. We'll take a look at it. All right, now lap 9. We're behind Fabian's wire on his rear bumper here, looking to make some moves. We're at fourth place now. Honestly, would have been happy to finish there, but wasn't going to give up by any means. Otherwise, you know, you're not racing. So Fabian looks like he gets a little bit of a bad run out of here, but then I don't know if it's misshift or what. All of a sudden, he loses a ton of speed right there. I'm forced to avoid him by going to the inside here, and then the rare but possible move around the outside through this corner. If you're able to hold it so that the spotter is still active around the outside there, then you're able to make the move stick through this section, which worked out. We're up to third, and now trying to chase down the leaders. It only takes a couple of laps before we close them in, and here it is. A couple laps later, we end up closing the final piece of the gap, coming into turn 1, able to brake pretty late. These guys look like they actually went fairly slow into there. Neil Kemp at this point seems to be struggling quite a bit with his rear tires. Don't know if he's burned them up, but Schnack's starting to pull out a lead, so I'm eager to get by because I can't let Schnackle slip away out in the lead, because he would be tough to chase down at this point. Not a lot of time left at this point. We're at lap 11 of 17, so looking to make a move on Neil this whole time into this section. I'm hunting for the inside here. I think we even make a tiny bit of contact there, and then I didn't realize him being offline, trying to throw it in this corner. He gets a little loose, and we both end up sliding off the track. He ends up much worse for it than I do. Rejoin the track in 8th place, and then we get one more pass on Matt Thompson before the end of the race. But that about wraps this one up, and we're going to go look at the results and take a look at the points that should be posted as well. Here's the results of our hosted event for the AMS race. We had 2 different races here. Finished 7th in what they're calling the feature race, and ended up with 6 incident points and just barely missed out on the fastest lap. Jay Bast in the end ended up getting the fastest lap. First race, we had the win with 0 incident points, ran away from it, led every lap, did not get the fastest lap. Neil Kemp just barely edged us out on that one as well. So these 20-minute sprint races make things a little bit interesting. Screwed up that start on the second one, which really kind of cost us. And let's take a look now at some of the points real quick. We should have our points up, if I can pull it up for us here. And looks like we're still going to be leading the championship by quite a bit. We did score some clean driver points tonight as well, so we're doing okay in that regard. David Moore leading the way big time on that. So our 2 results at Summit Point Raceway make it a 52-point race for the first one with pole position and laps led. Pole position in the second one. Did not lead any laps, though, so didn't get an extra point for that. Still came away with 41 points, with Schnackle scoring 51. So not too shabby of a night. Overall, pretty happy with how things went tonight, other than if I hadn't screwed up that start, that would have been way better. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We will see you next time.